Okay.
Hi, everybody. It's Maria, Dan, and Michael Odell. And this morning it is April, what is it, the 13th? April 13th. And we are going to have a discussion about what's going on currently in the market and answer some of the questions that our sellers are having about how to best position themselves to get themselves in the market when conditions change. So I will just ask Mike and Dan, why don't you share with us, what are you seeing out in the market right now today?
Go ahead, Mike.
You know, we're seeing I think we're seeing different markets all within one market. We're seeing there's still a lot of homes being sold. There's a lot of homes being listed. There's a lot of the same situation we've had over the last, 6 months to a couple years of multiple offers and certain things in certain parts of town and certain price brackets. The low end stuff is selling. The medium stuff is selling. The high end stuff within reason is selling. So while it's changed with some of the logistics and it's changed with some of the numbers, overall the local metro area has not been drastically affected from a numbers standpoint, with the exception of there's less inventory right now. There's still a lot of buyers. There's still a lot of property being sold, but no different than before. That's all on a case by case and neighborhood by neighborhood basis, in my opinion.
This is Dan Odell, and I would concur. We came into this market a month ago, early March, on fire. There was a ton of demand in all brackets. We were heading into what we thought would be the biggest spring we've ever had in 25 years. And although we've still had a very good spring, things have certainly softened in the last 30 days, and rightfully so. But that does not mean that the market has stopped. It is not stopped. And to Mike's point, we have action in all brackets, and people are being more thoughtful. We're not showing as many houses. We have protocol that we're adhering to from the health officials, but the market is by no means stopped. And we have people that need to move, people that must buy houses, people that are in government and in public service and in medical and all that are needing housing, and people that are getting out of leases that cannot extend their leases. So there is definitely a housing demand in all brackets. We're just being more thoughtful and more caring on how we're addressing it. So Mike said it beautifully. It's a local situation. It's almost neighborhood by neighborhood, but it's really person by person. Each individual's person's situation needs to be thoughtfully evaluated and addressed on a case-by-case basis to figure out how to best proceed in this market currently.
Right. The Business Journal came out with an article last week, and it was a completely slanted article, right? I mean, talking about how sellers were yanking listings off the market, which I thought was pretty bold choice of words, because certainly we've seen sellers who are not have to have an essential move, right? They're not essential that they move right now. They are delaying decisions, rightfully so. I mean, that only makes sense. But the Kansas City market have been trending for several months, less and less listings, less and less sales, because there's just less inventory on the market. So the pent-up demand is just continuing, right? This is what we're seeing. And so people right now who are delaying, right? They're delaying a buying or a sell, and they're just waiting for conditions to change when everybody can get out and feel more comfortable about that move. So what do you think sellers can do right now? How can we help sellers right now? How can we position them so that in a month or two, when things do return to normal, how they can best set themselves up?
You know, I think it's again similar to it's always been, is right now people have more time on their hands. And while yes, people are busy for different reasons, there's definitely more time in your day, in your week, because there's less distraction. I think the projects that you've thought about doing, I think the improvements you've made within reason, and sometimes that's just deep cleaning, sometimes that's organizing, sometimes that's minor repairs that don't necessarily take a lot of money or outside resources, will enhance your not only your home while you're living there, but your selling experience should you choose to sell in the next 0 to 12 months. I know in our own house, we're not selling anytime soon, but we've done more organizing and more cleaning than we've ever done, just to make sure that things are the way we want it. I think that's the biggest thing is if sellers are considering when this passes, to do something, I think now is a great time to position them and again, you don't have to hire outside people. You don't have to bring people in your home that you don't want to right now. We can do these projects ourselves or with limited help that will really make a difference when it's time to sell.
Completely agree. Collaboration now on what is a good improvement to make and what is not a good improvement to make is what we're doing now daily. We are on Zoom. We are doing FaceTime calls. In some cases, we are visiting thoughtfully with social distancing to certain sellers to advise them on how to prepare their house. But this is a time where a little bit of prep can lead into thousands of dollars of improved selling selling equity if you do this right. And you have the time to do it, and just collaborate with experts that know what they're doing. And it could be a great time whether you're going to prepare your house to stay or prepare your house to sell. And there couldn't be a better time now than to do that.
Yes, so please feel free to reach out because Dan's so right. We've been consulting staging online, right? Or people just sending pictures and videos to me, and we're coming up with a plan without even going into your house. I know you've been getting the same kind of pictures, Dan. People want to know, is this a repair I should make now? And, so you can reach out to us still, and we can talk about putting a plan in place so that you can start working on these projects, like Mike said, because this is really prime time for you to just make those slight preparations and maximize the offering when you're ready to get to market. And other than that, like there's probably some preliminary paperwork, or what do you think about that, Dan? How do you what would you advise about that?
Again, I don't, everyone's head is in a different place. And for me to anticipate what people are thinking, it can only be done by thoughtful collaboration. We have had more serious conversations with people in the last 30 days than we've had in the last 6 years, frankly, with people just wanting our expertise. We've been in this for 25 years. We have seen this kind of thing come and really make people nervous and then go, and then things are better than they were before. I honestly believe that this is going to pass sooner than we think, and that we're going to be back to conducting business in this region of the country very, very intentionally and very aggressively. And if you would like a consult on how to prepare, you've got some wise souls on this call who've been around, and we're happy to explain what we think is the best course of action. For some people, it's not doing anything, not moving. And for other people, it's to get the show on the road and get the planning started. And so wherever you are, whatever you are in that situation, please let us collaborate, and we will be thoughtful, kind, and provide a level of expertise that people need to hear right now. We're excited for the future, and I hope you are too.
And that's it. So just please feel free to reach out. We've got a ton of online resources that we're able to provide, and just look forward to helping you any way we can.